Hello, there we are again. Welcome to Rover Frog with me, your Mashmaster, and my friends, the Hoppy Heroes. And our other friend Pocket Bard currently providing us with some forest music that we have not heard before, because our heroes, the lucky few, have ventured out of Waterdeep and are standing in front of the home of Lim Bluetooth, who, or his nickname is Bluetooth, in front of the home of Lim. A friend of Durnan who he hasn't spoken to in 2 months, but who has been supplying the yawning portal with this blue lichen. And Durnan said, yeah, I'll tell you this other way to get into Undermountain if you let me know, if you let me know where I can get this blue lichen for myself, because I'm making some good alcohol with that, and I need the blue lichen to make this alcohol. Now, the whole reason you guys wanted to find this other entrance to go into the Undermountain is because you had been tasked by Baron Artor Morlin himself to deal with the Undertakers, a group of vampires who have been making their lair there, and he is sick and tired of adventurers coming into his lair, so instead he's like, let's kill these other vampires and I take their lair. If it's good enough for them, it's probably good enough for me. That's where we left off. So the five of you, including Jayce, who had come to a rude awakening, as you don't know who she is, stand in front of this dilapidated, clearly dwarven home, made of like mud and stone, but probably once had a nice garden around it. Probably was once like a nice dwarven home, but this garden is overgrown. Even the home itself sort of looks like poorly kept. Like, this is the type of house made of stone and mud that you would need to sort of patch up every week, essentially, to like keep it nice and patched up, which has clearly also not been happening. You could go, if you wanted to, a little bit further and go to the entrance yourself, because that's what Durnan pointed out, but you know that this is the house he pointed out where his friend Lim supposedly lives.
Should we go into the house, or should we go to the tunnel?
Let's just knock.
Right.
Sure, as you knock on the door, it's not locked, so on the first knock it already creaks open a little bit.
Oh?
Shady locks.
As you
Sir?
as you look into the house, Blossom, through that very slight gap, you can see like dead herbs hanging from the ceiling, cracked jars, half-eaten food, and everything sort of seems stacked up. Like, this guy's a total hoarder. But also there's like a unpleasant smell immediately coming out of the house.
I wanna use Divine Sense, because I don't trust this.
Sure, you use Divine Sense and pick up no Fey Fiend or Undead.
Alright.
I would like to use Common Sense. Is there something dead inside
Common
here?
fucking sense.
Okay.
Actually, I would say you pick up a very slight trace of undead from Jayce. What did you say, Fletcher?
I said nothing. I was like, I wanted to smell.
Alright.
Is there something? So I'm good. I thought Blossom wanted to say something.
Oh, sorry. Well, you can make a perception.
No, I just said that's fair. Because, living with
Perception.
Arthur, that's fair.
Ah, that's the level I know.
It smells... It doesn't smell good. But you're not sure what kind of not good.
It doesn't smell that good here, but there are a lot of herbs here that trouble my sense. I don't know exactly what happens here. Maybe stay on guard. Flare?
Yeah, I pulled out my longsword and just walked in. Hello?
Hello, so after we just
Mr.
randomly
Bluetooth?
go inside the room, just like to the center of the room.
Sure, Flare, and as you step into the center of the room, again, this is the house of a hoarder, right? This is a 20 foot wide, 20 foot deep home that is full of trash, essentially. But as you step into the room and turn around, you see that there is a rocking chair that has a dwarven figure in it. And as you're sort of, you're you give off light in this roleplay scenario. You know, in actual darkness you wouldn't give off light because that's how fire genasi work. But you know, in this sort of roleplay scenario, you're giving off a little bit of light. So he goes, ah, what are you doing? What are you do? What are you doing in my house? But he's speaking in Dwarvish.
Hello, sir, and
speak-
I will look at Nola.
Oh yes.
Oh no, I speak Dwarvish for the fun.
Hey!
And you didn't have to have exams for it, damn
Well,
you!
I feel like I feel like in this moment, Flair doesn't realize that she understands and just defaults to Nola, and then it's like, wait a minute. Sure. What are you doing in my house? Can I help you with anything?
Currently, I'm standing here, sir, and we were looking kinda for you.
Well, you found me. What can I help you with?
I will look at Nola and be like, Durnan hasn't seen
Yes,
this,
Durnan
sir?
has sent us because he hasn't
Oh.
heard from you in quite some time and was worried whether you were okay.
Well, I'm as okay as this old man is ever gonna be. You see, he's sitting in a rocking chair, but he's fully not rocking, and as he's talking, only his lips are moving, like even his...
Yeah, it's very weird.
Are you
Can
sick? Are you alright? What is
I
going on?
inspect what's happening there?
Make a medicine check.
I wouldn't be great at those.
Proficient
Nice.
in medicine.
Nice. If you didn't know any better, his bones are made of stone.
Huh.
And you can also see why they call him Bluetooth, because his teeth are blue.
Yeah.
It looks like, I don't want to say this word wrong, like he's been like calcified, like the bones in his body, including his teeth, are like turning to stone.
Did something do
just,
this to you?
I have done this to me. It's my
What
own
do you-
fault, really, but I think soon I shall make my final journey back into the mines and join my ancient brethren.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Oh, no. It's alright, it's my own fault.
How did this happen? Or if I may be so bold.
Well, and you see him sort of gesture slightly, right? His arm sort of makes a turn, and you hear like a nasty grinding noise of like stone against stone as he does it. You see he gestures over to, like I said, he has like dried herbs, and most of them have like dried and died, but there are still a few, and he gestures over to a plant that has these sort of bright blue berries on it, and he says, well, if you want, you can take whatever's left of the lichen. You should try some.
The Lichen did this? Or
Over time, through too much exposure, like I said, it's my own fault. They're just so darn tasty. But that's my own problem. You can help yourselves if you want.
You're telling me eating this lichen turns people into stone?
Only if you eat it for 400 years.
Alright.
there is long exposure compared to short.
I mean, if we...
That's right, I've been supplying it to Durnan for a long time, and I've never heard any complaints except for people's teeth turning blue, and then turning back the next day, you know. Like those lollipops that turn your tongue blue for just a short moment.
Yeah.
That's right. But yeah, it's my own fault. And even as he just looks back and forth, you can hear like the neck like just stone grinding. Yeah.
And you're sure that there is nothing we can do to help you? Maybe we could get you to the clergy.
Yes. Or no, or well, you said you rather go into the mine if the clergy is not enough.
That's right.
For you.
once decided I wanted to reclaim the lost history and the hidden secrets of the carvings of the mines, but in my current condition that has become impossible, so perhaps if I tell you where it is, you could succeed where I failed. And then I can make one final trip into the mine and let my bones join the rest.
If
Sure.
you're sure of this.
Aye, that's the end that I would like to see.
I see.
Alright.
Okay.
But it's clearly like, I'm gonna put it in like normal terms, like long exposure to radiation makes your bones go very weird. So it's kind of like that.
It's
I'm
like
assuming?
he's been eating this shit every day, all day. This is his almost his only food. Like this is so unhealthy, right? Like,
Yeah.
but this in the same way that alcohol is unhealthy, right? Imagine if you're only drinking alcohol as your only beverage for like your whole life, right?
Right.
This is like,
Yeah.
because like these berries have some sort of poisonous side effect, but so does alcohol, right? So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
He got high on his own supply.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. But if Dern and Senjan, if you're gonna go down there, then I recommend you talk to Rizulrum.
Hmm?
Rizulrum Caskview. She was a fierce warrior of the clan and she died down there. A ghost haunting the halls. But you could converse with her.
Right.
Good thing Garrick isn't here.
That's the very good thing.
Yep.
Now the best way to commune with the spirits, he gestures again to the blue lichen, is to partake.
Um,
Is this a drug situation, guys?
Very much so, yes.
Oh god.
The name?
What?
Yes, the name.
Rizulrum Caskview, sure. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
I
They
would
were
have
not
not
even
written
close.
it this way.
Well, I'm already blue. I'll take one legion. Might as well make my teeth blue as well.
Mhm,
And I
mhm.
eat one.
Not yet. Wait until we are.
Make a Constitution saving throw against poison, obviously. So if you have advantage for whatever reason, you can roll with advantage.
Not
I'm
yet.
gonna put into my inventory whatever the legion is here, so
Nice.
that we have both for later and for Drunan, because he gave us permission to do so.
Sure. You succeed. You feel no effect.
I don't feel anything. Nola,
Well-
try one.
There is a mental difference if you try to resist the effect of the lichen.
What do you mean a mental difference?
You can only talk to the spirits if you let the spirits in.
Oh, this kind of.
can we talk to the spirits without the fiction, or is it just
Well, if you have the magic for
Yeah.
it, but this lichen, it allows you to read the writing in the stone, to understand the hidden craft of the clan.
so?
Hey.
Okay, we'll think
Cool.
about it when we get there.
Very well, take what I have with you. It's of no use to me, my old bones, whatever's left of them.
I'm feeling a lot of pain.
Oh no, honestly, not really.
Oh.
I'm just sort of stuck here.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, do you have any further questions? I mean, now that you're here right now, I could help you with it.
Should we be wary of when we're entering?
Well, I don't think so. But I haven't been down there in a while. Rizulrum might not trust you at first, but if you commune with the mine, I'm sure it will help your advances toward her.
Are there any dangers in the first part of the of the entrance? Or are they hidden deeper within?
Well, like I said, I've not been there in 2 months, but I could understand why someone would not be trusting of the elevator, but it should be fine.
Should be. Alright.
Okay,
Don't worry about it.
it'll be
It's
fine.
fine.
It's fine.
There's nothing to worry about, guys.
Just an elevator.
Absolutely safe.
I can carry 2 people. That's it.
One button for -666. Well, let's go on then.
Alright, I hope you uncover the lost secrets of the clan. And if you do, that you bring them to the surface.
Thank you for everything that you could help us with. Sure. I hope
If
you-
I remember anything, I'll call for you. But I doubt you can hear it.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Even his voice is like gravelly, right?
Mm.
Alright. So do you guys take his stash of blue lichen?
Yes, Nola does take it.
Alright. Fletcher ate like 1 berry, but you can see there are essentially 2 doses, right? So if you want to try and like get this effect that he talked about, you would eat 1 of the doses.
Alright.
Well, I think our smartest person might be the one that we want to let eat this.
Great.
Yes, let's let the elf, who is notoriously hated by dwarves.
Hey, I know
to
Dwarvish. Maybe I'll
communicate.
be able to read out the runes without getting high.
See, you studied.
Get high.
Did you get high in college?
You should get high.
No, how would that help me? Have you ever tried, even after drinking, read the dwarven runes? It's just a blur.
No,
You know I don't drink.
I have issues with writing.
Listen,
Reading.
if Fletcher could take it, any one of us can take it. He doesn't drink and he took that well, and that's probably more worse than the alcohol.
I'm gonna give him 10 minutes. Sometimes they need time to kick in.
I do. He had like gummies. Careful.
What do you know about gummies?
Certain people at my temple have like parties, and that's about it.
Anyway,
You know, you-
what is the
Yeah.
plan? Let's not talk about this.
Well, we're gonna go inside, find the carving, try to read without getting high, probably fail, then get high and
Fight
talk
the
to the ghost.
vampires.
Alright.
And then find vampires, yes.
Fight the vampires.
Sure. So you guys go to the entrance to these mines. You can clearly see this is like a dwarven mine entrance. And as soon as you make your way into these halls, you can see on the walls that there are carvings. Carvings going
Are they
all
readable
the
to
way.
me?
Did
Or
you
is it some...
did you take the lichen?
No. I have not. I have taken Dwarvish in class.
Alright. Make an intelligence check.
Sure. I want to figure out if I can do this sober. That's my whole thing. It is loading.
Nice. What happens if you add your history bonus to this?
That's gonna be a +7. No, wait. No. That is gonna be. Wait.
Are you proficient in history?
Yes, I am. Just
All
trying
right,
to.
so it would
It's
be a
plus
9 instead then.
Yes.
All right. On a 9, you could see that this is like a dwarven alphabet, definitely, carved into here. You don't quite remember what these words mean. And it looks like next to each of one there's like a word, and then there's like a symbol that looks like a pickaxe, and then there's like another word and another symbol that looks like a pickaxe, and then another word and a symbol that looks like a wooden axe, like for tree chopping, and then there's another symbol, and then something that looks like a barrel, perhaps, and you're sort of like, you don't know
Alright,
these
this is
dwarven words. It's dwarven alphabet, but you
either-
don't know these
Yep.
words.
It's going to be either a poem, a song, or a work manual. Also possible a riddle. I have no idea which one of those. But it is dwarvish.
I would like the legend, please, because this is gonna take
Yes,
forever if you do it like this.
Are you sure you want to take this?
Yes, please.
I
Fletcher did.
want to see this.
Do you know dwarven language?
No, but I'm sure if this person said that there's a ghost, we could talk with the ghost.
Yes, but also he was speaking dwarvish.
Then I can take it.
Alright, fine, take it, Blossom.
Yes.
All right.
And the other dose to Claire?
All right.
Shantae?
So you have 2 doses. Do you know how deep you need to go?
No, we have no
you
idea.
want to take both now?
No, I think we should wait with one of those, yeah.
Listen, if you say you want to take both now, it means we better finish this adventure within the effect wearing off, you know? Depending on how deep you're trying to go.
Wanna see the world, man?
Listen, man. So the thing is, Blossom, you could take this dose.
Can I
Do you want to
try and estimate, like, what I need to take for this? With, like, medicine knowledge?
Sure, make a medicine check. You could split it in half, and you would have 2 doses.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will say this: you could try to make a Constitution saving throw to resist the effect, or you could choose to fail.
I'll fail, because we need this effect to happen.
All right. So you're poisoned.
Cool.
While you're poisoned in this way, you have disadvantage specifically on strength and dexterity saving throws. And immediately you can see the writing on the wall starts sort of... There's a moment where you close your eyes and you open it again and you can read everything. And their names. They're dwarven names. With a symbol next to it, like a name of... like a first name, right? This is like a person and their profession. And then another person and their profession. And a person and their profession. And you can even start, like, as you're reading a name, you can almost see the face of that name that you're reading appear, like, out of the wall for a second and then move back in. You can start hearing whispers coming from deeper in the mine, as if there are people working currently. You can hear the sound of, like, hammers hitting anvils. You're not dripping. This is, like, a magical effect.
Nice.
Where you're now tuned in with the spirit of the mine. So you can sort of... the ancestral legacy that was left here, you can now tap into that.
Beautiful. I'll point out the names on the work.
Sure, so you stand in the halls of Clan Malarkin. Nola can make another history check now that you specifically say this name. Anyone could make a history check if you think you might know, but I think Nola should know as she took Dwarvish in school. There you go. Anyone else can roll if they want to. Claire Malarkin is a clan that once inhabited the Undermountain, right? The area that you're currently standing in. This was one of their mines. But they dug too deep and too greedily and ran into the drow, and the drow came up and started hunting them down. And yeah, they were said to be like masters of stonework and masters of metalwork and masters of herbalism even. But many of their secrets were lost as they were just sort of hunted down. And it looks like with what Blossom is telling you of these like names and professions, this is like their last stand in this area of the mine. Not necessarily this hallway, but like this entrance and this part that you're about to go into was sort of their last safe haven from the drow, and this is where they finally went extinct, essentially, this clan. Is anyone else also looking at this wall while Nola is sort of probably telling you guys this information and Blossom is reading through the names? Are Fletcher or Flair doing anything?
I'm looking around so nothing creeps up to us.
Sure. I would have you make an investigation check.
Stones.
It looks like stones. Yep. Is Flair
Cool.
doing anything?
Flair would also try to read something, but like she only speaks Dwarvish, not really reads, I believe. And
Sure. I feel like if you know the language, you would know the alphabet. But this was specifically like, okay, Nola gets a 6 on intelligence. It's like it's a dwarvish name, so you're already tapping into like a different alphabet that you are. That's not your first language, and you're sort of thinking like, Moradinion. I don't know what this word means, but that's just someone's first name, right? So, but yeah, you can make an investigation check. You're reading like Solring, and you're thinking like, what does this word mean? You know, I don't know, and it's okay. All right. Sure. The two of you are, Fletcher's looking around, and Flair is checking out these markings. But yeah, nothing seems to be approaching, and nothing is otherwise noteworthy about the markings. Anyway, I'm gonna continue. Whoop! I'm over here now. I'm on Martina's screen. The only one still on the correct screen is blurry. Do you guys stay there? Like, what do you want to do with this information?
I'd like to know where the sound is coming from.
From further in, like this is a hallway that leads further in, and
yeah, but I would like to go further in and check out where, like,
sure.
if there's anything others can see.
Sure. As you walk further in, there's only a very slight slope to the way you're walking down until finally you come to a large cylindrical chamber with a path that winds down in a wide circle around and around and around and around and descends into darkness. And that's where the sound seems to be coming from. And you can also see a small control panel to the side with an elevator, like a sort of made of like wood and parts of metal and stone, like elevator just on a rope, sort of just not swinging because there's no air here. I would say gently swinging, but there's no reason for it to be swinging. So just sort of hanging there, still motionless.
Throughout this whole thing, Nola will stay close to Blossom for two reasons. First of all, she might mumble something that Nola could recognize and make a sense out of all of this. And second being, Blossom is high as a kite and she wants to make sure that she's okay.
I'm not high. I just hear, like, the dwarven sound.
Yes,
rituals.
Yes, you are, honey. Sure, great job. You're doing great. I'm just gonna make sure you don't pass out or have an epilepsy attack.
Performing their ritual.
You are doing great.
Really in tune with everything here, which is nice. It's been off lately.
So Jasper, I don't know if you heard this the first time, but it's like a roughly 30-foot diameter, right? So a 30-foot radius, 60-foot diameter cylindrical chamber with a large sort of ramp going all the way down in a spiral, but also an elevator hanging in the center. And Blossom, you can see, like, even just looking down with your like 60 feet of dark vision, you cannot see the bottom, but you can see all along this spiral beautiful stone carvings that seem to tell a story, but you'd have to like walk the full spiral to sort of figure out what exactly is happening there, or you could just take the elevator down.
Oh, either we look at the story on the wall or we take the elevator.
Okay, check out the first part of the story, like if it's useful, then
Oh, we'll look at the first statues, things, carvings.
Sure. Where am I looking? Like I said, everything is just like everywhere, all over the place. Make a history check. With advantage.
Boy. Okay. Boy.
It looks like a bunch of dwarfs building like a dwarf place.
Oh. I don't know.
Oh,
Can you guys see this? Or is it just me?
You can also, everyone can see the carvings, but I would say that Blossom looking at this, like obviously Blossom doesn't know what the rest is seeing, and the rest doesn't know what Blossom is seeing. But for comparison, for the viewers at home, Blossom is seeing this in like 3-dimensional depth, just beautiful carving. Like it's still a beautiful carving for everyone else, and it still has depth to it because it is a carving. But Blossom can almost see like the motion of dwarven children running in the front, chased by a little dog, and dwarven workers sort of attached to a pillar, just carving out a, like you can almost see their hammers moving as they're carving out this beautiful sort of dwarven goddess out of this pillar that they have. Like it seems to move, like the mine is alive right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't make sense of this panel other than it's dwarves making a dwarf city.
I don't know if the rest is important.
well, then if you don't fully understand it, let's just take the elevator.
Sure. You can make a...
Before that,
Oh.
can I check if the elevator looks stable?
That is literally what I was going to suggest. You can make an investigation check to see if this elevator is safe.
Because we were like warned about it, so I want to make sure that we are not falling to our death.
Nice. It is surprisingly sturdy and well designed, and it could hold 3 people. And there's a panel up here, so someone would have to like sort of, you could use like a mage hand to click the panel, but it can hold 3 people comfortably. Like if you get any more in there, you're not sure how sturdy it would be.
I think we have to go in groups so that we don't fall to our death. Other than that, it should be safe. So,
I mean, how deep would it be?
is there
Oh.
a shaft?
Yeah. Do we have like a pebble or something?
There is a lot of pebbles. That's why I'm asking about the shaft.
I'll throw a pebble down
Yeah.
the central.
Sure, you cast light on it first.
Yes.
Sure.
That sounds smart.
Looks like it's about 90 feet.
How
That's
much,
deep.
how much damage is it again per fight?
Lethal.
It's called goldfish.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
No, let's go in 2s. That's good. Or you guys take the elevator and I will just run the spiral.
Sure. I'm
not
gonna
busy.
go
Yeah, that seems
first with
very
Bossa. Yep. How many people could get into at once?
3.
So, I would suggest me, Jayce, and Blossom first, and then Fleur and Fletcher.
But because someone needs to do the thing, so you need to go as last.
Wait, who needs to go
Because
last?
You would need like a
the
mage
panel
hand or
needs to be
something to
controlled.
like, yeah.
Oh.
Nola needs to go last. Otherwise, it will not work.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm gonna go with Fleur. That sounds like a smart pairing. And then you 3 can go ahead.
Sure.
Smart and dumb. Okay. Okay.
So Blossom, Fletcher, and Jayce get into the elevator. There's no door to it, but like I said, it's like sturdy made. This is dwarven craftsmanship that's meant to last, right? So, yeah, you sort of pull a lever and immediately this little pulley system starts going beep, 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 and the elevator starts slowly being lowered down. You could guess at this speed it would take about a minute to get all the way down. Whoa, there's the mosquito. No, it's getting away. Ah. It was in my face, right? As it is about 30-40 seconds down, Flare and Nola, pebbles start sort of falling from above you. And you look up to see like a crack in the ceiling. Not necessarily that it's gonna be a thread to the elevator, because that's what Nola checked up on. But something is like gripping the edge of this crack and pushing its way out. So I need everyone to roll initiative as a skeleton is emerging from this crack in the ceiling. And again, I'll say the elevator is about 40 seconds down, so it's 60 feet down. So just as it leaves any dark vision that Blossom, Jayce, and Fletcher have, right, you can't see the ceiling anymore, so you could maybe hear something happening once it becomes Flare's or Nola's turn in initiative, but none of you would see this happening overhead. So I'm gonna put you on the map, and then we can get some initiative going, otherwise it's not gonna show up.
I have a question. Will I have the time to react and grab Nola behind me?
Sure, they're above you, so even if you put Nola behind you, that's still not really a safe position, to be honest.
Let's just believe.
It's a habit at this point. Nola behind.
Yeah.
Like when you leave house, you check for keys, for wallet and stuff. When you enter combat, you check if Nola is behind you.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Oh, oops. Fletch, you have the goggles of night vision, right? So why do you not have dark vision? I keep having to set it up all over
Because
again.
Garrick had the goggles
Garrick
of night
has the
vision.
goggles. Or something, maybe the timeline changed.
Yep.
I don't know.
There was no
But-
Garrick in this timeline
Yep,
to
I have
give the goggles to, so...
There is no Garrick in Waterdeep.
That's right. Let's see. Alright, there you go.
Jayce is capable of vision, or we don't know.
Jayce looks human.
Alright.
How much items are you allowed to attune with?
3.
3.
Anyway, initiative, where it went. There it is. I only see Blossom and Flare, and there's Fletcher. Or Blossom, Flare, and Fletcher on it. Great. Jayce's initiative doesn't work. Always love to see that. There we go. And then my boys. My skellabobs.
Boys.
Where is the... Why is it like this? Roll 20. I want a group Oh, add turn. Is this new? It is! Nice! They just... Wait, no, they all have 0. What? What? Come on. I want each of them on their own initiative, please. Thank you. Great. Alrighty. Huh. Jayce first! There's no danger in passing say. What's wrong?
Could you set the vision then that I can see something? Could you allow me to see something then?
I gave you vision.
No, I see like one square.
Wrong button. No, you should see the whole map.
Maybe reload.
Yeah.
Roll 20.
I did just send it up, so you should be able to see the whole map. Hang on, look. This is what Blossom can see for people watching at home, you know, and then this is what Fletcher can see. You should be able to see the same thing. The only one that can't see shit is Jayce, because I didn't set up vision, because I'm lazy. I can see everything anyway.
I can see half of Blossom.
Well, that's weird, because for me it's working, so I don't know what to say.
I'll let you.
Maybe if I reset it up as your... Hang on. Technical difficulties with the lucky few. There we go. I almost said with the winds of change. How about now?
Yay, I can see.
Great. I can
Thank
see.
you.
I can fight! Jayce is unaware of any danger happening, and then there is one of my boys emerging from the stone. Going on 18. Wah!
Now Fletcher's no longer in the initiative.
Well, sucks to suck. Hey, you can see... What you see emerging from the stonework is a dwarven skeleton, but the skeleton itself is made of blue stone, sort of in the similar way that Blossom did that medicine check on Lim. These are the dwarves of this mine that have likely died here and consumed too much blue lichen, but they're for some reason animated skeletons. And he's gonna sort of drop down, but I will say with Flare specifically sort of pulling Nola behind is going to try to attack Flare in its anger and completely leave Nola alone for now. It is going to try and bite you. That's an ability that it has. Don't come for me.
Okay,
Bite.
That's a feral.
They are feral, yes. Does this hit?
Yeah, very much so.
You take 17 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
Welcome
Okay.
to level 5. Did you re-roll your initiative, Jasper?
I did.
Thank you. And then what is your original number?
11.
There you go. Alright. Beep boop. Then it's your turn, Flare.
First of all, I'm gonna rage.
Mm-hmm.
Dig. I'm gonna use wild surge. That was what? That was 8. I always forget. That was 8.
Can you please make a Constitution saving throw at the start of your turn?
Yes.
Nice. This boy's stinky, but you resist it.
Okay. I can teleport. Yeah, I don't want that. Anyways, I'm gonna boink it.
Get him.
And I haven't attuned yet, so I guess I'm using the old weapon. Because we didn't have time. Boink. Fuck. Anyways.
Also, you're free
attack.
to have it tuned in the time that you were in Artor's office and
okay.
going to, yeah, no worries.
Okay, so I'm gonna now recklessly boink again, because I forgot I had that again.
Sure.
And the Chaos Cleaver is there.
Nice. With Reckless, 17 hits.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Cool. So that is 20 damage.
And that's all.
Looks like that is sort of a little owie. Blossom. Because what is the effect of your wild magic? What is it? Can you read the description?
Yes, of course. You teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see until your rage ends. You can use this effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action. And I kinda don't want that because I'm in a perfect spot.
Sure. Blossom, you hear coming from above the sound of something thudding against the ground. And you start seeing, like, as the Chaos Cleaver sort of is pulled out, this faint glow coming from it. Again, a roleplay glow, and not a mechanical glow. But you also start seeing sort of, like will-o-wisps, like little places of fire around where Flare is, like potential places that Flare could teleport to if she wanted to, right? So these little sort of spectral orange flames sort of start appearing around the ramp, but you're 60 feet down, so you have no actual visual on what's happening, but you know something is up.
How much can I carry? Like, could I potentially lift Jayce and Fletcher?
What do you
Then
mean? Like climb up a
Um,
rope while carrying someone?
No, fly up and pick them both up with me.
I would say
probably
you're.
will like do something to the speed.
Yeah,
completely.
you would move at half speed, so you would
Yeah.
only be able to fly up like 15 feet, and you're
Mhm.
60 feet down.
Yeah.
Also, don't come for me. The adventure specifically says they wait for half of the party to
No,
be
that's
gone.
fair. No, that's fair. Can I ready an action to help someone like throw someone to help like someone lift up, jump up or something?
Sure. Yeah, you get ready to like help someone up, but you do see Jayce move in such a manner as if she is anticipating you're gonna help Fletcher. She seems like she has some sort of plan of her own.
Alright, that's fine. Then I'll help Fletcher.
Alright. Nola, you are not necessarily in melee with this guy, but it looks like there is another one at least trying to claw his way out of this gash right now.
Where did he come from? Here?
From above you, like from a crack in the wall
Oh,
above you. That's
yeah,
why I was sort of
great.
like, there isn't really a behind flare because they're coming. You cannot stand there because that is the spiral going down, right?
Oh.
That's my point.
Wait,
is like if you're
sorry,
this is where the
oh fuck.
this is where the mechanism is. So we could say like flare could put behind you, but then the crack is along the wall over top of you, so they're just gonna
Alright.
drop down from above you.
I see. Well, in that situation, there isn't much that I can do, sadly. So I'm going cure flare, and just nothing useful. So enjoy the scrappy roll.
Yippee.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna shout, "Hey guys, we need some help here. Can you come back?" And is the lever in the elevator or is it next to us?
It's next
The
to you. That's
lever
why
that-
the whole point is like you with the mage hand, like triggering it. Like it's next to where
Can
you're
I
standing.
pull it the other way so that the elevator goes back up?
Yes, as you do that, it's much slower going up because it's like heaving a heavy thing up instead of letting a heavy thing go. So it's gonna be up in like.
But it is going up.
Sure. So it takes a minute to get down, but it takes 10 minutes to get back up. So even as it currently is, it's gonna be up in like 6 minutes.
Shit.
Yeah.
Alright.
Then another friend drops from the ceiling. Let's actually roll a d4 to see if he's stuck behind some of his other friends. He's stuck. He's in the last. He can't get through. So he's gonna use his full action instead to climb out and sort of jump down and end up there. Fletcher.
So, Blossom wanted to throw me? What?
Yeah, it's like you guys are being lowered down a shaft, but remember that this ramp is going in a spiral around you, so there is the opportunity to like jump toward the ramp if you wanted to try that, not fall to your death. It would be at this point a 30-foot drop, so you would take 3d6 falling damage if you drop to the floor, but instead Blossom is helping you.
Nice. Well, if you can help me, Blossom, I would love that.
Sure, make an acrobatics check with advantage.
Scream up least.
Nice. Excellent. You're still 60 feet down, but you could use, let's say, like 60 feet of movement to like start running up the ramp and be on the top. We're not gonna be hard about this, like, oh yeah, it's like 60 feet down vertically, so it would be like 120 feet if you're running around this, but it's 60 feet. No.
Well, that's the thing. Can I, like, look at the place next to Flare?
No, you can definitely not see what's going on, especially because
Okay,
you're still
then-
60 feet down.
Yeah, then I'm running.
So how far does your movement allow you to go? You use this acrobatics check for a jump. I would say it's just part of your movement. So I would say let's reduce your movement by 15 feet just from jumping that thing. And then how far can you still go if you have 15 feet less?
65.
Nice. So then you can make it even with 15 feet less. So you can put yourself wherever you want, sort of on this side, right, as you're running up that side of the ramp.
Well, a little bit back because I can't attack this turn, so I'll just stand here and be mentally preparing for the next assault.
All right. Then I'm gonna see how bad this guy's doing. He's all right because 1 is already out. So if he is number 2, he is fine. Which one is it? Oh, they're both gonna go on this initiative. You see this one, instead of jumping down, is going to sort of skitter along the ceiling, holding onto these stones toward where the pulley system is, and is going to make an attack on the pulley system instead. I am gonna put him on the token layer, but he's skittering along the ceiling to there. Yeah. Wah! Not destroying the pulley system. The other one... I don't think the other one would do the same thing, because they're not that intelligent. They're like, you're doing this thing, I'm gonna go for the living creatures that are standing down here and chilling. So it's also gonna jump down and just be there instead. So that's this one, that's that one. And it's going to try and attack Flare. There! 15.
Yeah, and they have advantage on me. Oh no. Anyway, that
Oh, that's why things are not working. Because of the incognito window. Because Roll20 wasn't working, in case you didn't know. I don't have my plug-in. That's why all my things are wrong. Jeez. Meaning I can't roll macros and stuff. I'm sorry. I was totally not paying attention to anything you said, Blurry. 15?
Yes, it does.
Alright. So you're gonna take 13 half to 6 piercing damage.
Yay.
Then it's Jayce. And you can see Jayce sort of very nimbly gets up on top of the elevator, and Blossom, without any effort, even though Fletcher has said to Jayce when they were walking down the street, you're not strong, whatever, blah, 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 like, Jayce, very, with unnatural speed, just starts climbing up this rope. And is then gonna use her action to also try and make that jump, but not with advantage. 24. And it's just gonna sort of end her move right there next to you as well. Sort of behind, duck down a little bit. But yeah, Fletcher, you also see this, right? Jay's just coming up as if she's like a spider on her own little string, just climbing up quickly and then sort of doing a backflip and landing behind you in a cool Black Widow hero pose. But using everything she's got to do that. Then we go back to the top of the initiative with this friend right here. They're all gonna attack Flare. Spoilers, because Flare put herself in between Nola.
Yep.
Wah! That is 5 damage. Let's see, I'm gonna manually add this because this attack is really annoying. La 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 la. That's the bite. Update. Show us token action. All right. Flare, then it is your turn right after.
Constitution, right?
No, actually, there's 2 new ones, and they're both stinky, so yes.
Okay.
So 2 Constitution saves, actually.
Let's take the left one. Okay, that's.
I mean,
up.
Yep. So you are poisoned, meaning that if you try to attack, you would have disadvantage.
So if I attack recklessly, that's just normal, right?
Yes.
Great, I'm gonna do that twice. To the guy on my right.
Yep.
Whoa, okay. And the second, whoa, okay. Not poison hit. Anyways.
Anyway. Great, do you want to teleport anywhere or you want to stay there?
Listen, if I move, Nola's fucked.
Yes. Alright. Blossom, you still see that, well, you don't see that one skeleton doing up stuff on the pulley system. Everyone is out of your sight. You saw both Fletcher and Jayce with unnatural speed just run back up.
Well, I'll, yeah, use word hard. Celestial Revelation. Yes, they are. And I'll, start going 30 feet up. Do I see the little guy on the ceiling now?
Yes, the guy on the ceiling you would definitely see. Yes.
Um. Alright, nope.
Can you make an insight check?
Yes, I can.
All right. Anyway,
Hmm.
continue
Yeah. She'll just continue going up because this guy
with
is
an
too
action
far out of
dash.
reach
Sure.
anyway. Yeah.
So you'd be flying exactly in that position where you are
Mhm.
right now. Ah! Oh!
Did you get him?
Yes! Ooh, now I see on my finger. Yes,
No.
continue. Nola, what would you like to do on your turn?
Ah, great. No. I am going to try to take down the guy that is messing with the system because it is pretty important. So I think I'm just gonna pull out the magic missile.
Sure, you go to
And
do that, but you do see that all your friends that were in the elevator are not in there anymore. Like, you see a Blossom flying over the shaft, and you see both Jayce and Fletch have unnaturally quickly made their way back up here as well. So, yes.
No.
We can walk.
Okay. In that case.
Listen, if you want to attack that guy, sure, but I just wanted to clarify for Martina that your allies are not in this elevator anymore, so that's not a current threat.
In that case, I cannot do anything range because that's a nice disadvantage. So I'm still going to go with the magic missile. However, which one is the most fact? The first one, right? This guy.
Yeah, the one to the right of Flare.
Does he look actually sturdy or like he's about to crumble soon?
Wow! Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Alright, I don't know.
We could hear you this whole time.
Roll 20 just farted a little bit. Let me refresh the page.
It does that.
Yep, I definitely know what you're gonna do. You're gonna cast Magic Missile. Right?
Yes, magic missile, but the guy that arrived first is the most hard, right?
Yes, the
Nothing
one to the
changed in
right
weapon.
of Flare, yeah.
But how sturdy does he look?
Like halfway down.
Okay, so I'm going to send 2 missiles his way and 1 more to the one at the top. So first 2 for the guy, 1, 2, and then the other for the one on the top.
Alright.
So
he
that's
is
8
gonna
damage
take
for the first one.
6. Oh yeah, 8. And then 3 damage for the one in melee with you, yeah?
Yep.
Alright.
No, not in the melee with me at the top. That is next to the mechanism.
Oh, yeah.
The last
sorry.
one was for him.
I thought when you said on the
No, no
top, you
worries.
meant this one.
No, I meant not the.
Yep.
The top.
Alright. Then it is this friend over here. Is gonna provoke an attack of opportunity from Flare and instead go for these other 2 targets that have presented themselves.
Yay! I'm taking that.
Nice. That one hits.
Yay.
Are you rolling with disadvantage because you are poisoned, or does your reckless carry all the way through, or is that only for your turn?
I do not know. And
What does it say in reckless?
I am.
It might be that it carries all the way through.
On your turn. Wait, I'm gonna just roll again.
Yeah, because you are poisoned until the next turn.
Never mind.
Alright. So it's gonna run over to Fletcher and attack Fletcher. Nasty 20. 12 piercing damage. Then it's your own turn right after.
Well, first off, ow.
Yep.
Second off, I'll try to hit him with a Breath of the Dragon attack, which will be a cone of 15 feet. So, oh wait, then no, I will just smack him because the other ones are too far away. Yeah, I'll just smack him. First with a hammer.
What? You're not using the cool staff that I gave you? How dare you?
I would
No,
like
it's
to
okay. Use your hammer.
I will have disadvantage with the staff. problem.
Why?
Because I'm addicted to the hammer.
All right.
That's the problem.
Yep,
So
you're right.
I need to decurse this shit.
Yep.
Yeah. 16.
Yeah, 16 hits.
Take that. Do they take
Nice.
psychic damage?
That's a very good question. Yes.
Nice. So that's the first one.
Mhm.
And we'll add a flurry of blows. For 2 unarmed strikes. Let's see. They both miss, right?
A 12 does miss, yes. Also, can you make a Constitution saving throw, by the way, before you even start your turn against... Yeah, you're
Yes.
fine. Yep. 'Cause they're
And with free action, I will like lower my back a little bit, so it forms kind of a platform where maybe a crossbow will perfectly fit. A steadying platform. That's
Alright, sure. Then is these other two. This one is still on the ceiling. He's gonna try and attack the elevator again. Do we feel like a 15 destroys a rope? I feel like a 7 was not high enough, but a 15 feels high enough, right?
Yes.
Yeah, alright. So he's gonna destroy the rope, and you hear the elevator crash to the ground below you. And then sort of starts looking around for its next target. And it's probably gonna clock Jayce, because he has no way of getting to Blossom, because you're just flying in the middle of the thing, right? So he's gonna use his movement to go toward Jayce.
Skill issue.
But his action has already been used. Then the other one is in melee with both Flare and Nola. You have no reason, Nola, you have not attacked him, and he has advantage against Flare, so he's definitely gonna go for Flare. So that's a 15 to hit Flare.
Yes.
So you take 4 points of piercing damage. And then it's Jayce. Jayce is gonna pull out her hand crossbow and is going to attack this thing that is in melee with her. She does not have disadvantage because I gave her crossbow expert. So yeah. It's a 15, which hits for 10, and then because of crossbow expert, she gets a bonus action attack as well, so she's gonna shoot again, which is an 18, which hits for 9, so she does 19 damage.
Damn.
But you can feel, Fletcher, this feels like a position that you and Jayce have been in before, sort of back to back with enemies on both sides, but you still manage to hold your own. Sort of like this, again, this flash memory sort of coming back for a moment. Then is this friend over here, Flare, that's been next to you the whole time. Oh, actually, pause, take it back, whoop whoop. Jayce still needs to make the con save against the stinky stink boys. So maybe her attacks have disadvantage, meaning the second one would miss. Let's see. No, she succeeds. Never mind. Alright. Anyway, this friend. Wow! 17 to hit Flare.
Yep.
Dealing 6 points of damage, and then it's your turn immediately after. You don't have to make the con save again, because... oh, actually, no, you failed against this one, so you do need to make it again. Once you succeed, you are immune, but each of them have their own stink, right? So...
Okay.
There you go, you're fine. You're not poisoned.
Okay. So I don't have a disadvantage anymore?
Nope.
I have? No. Great. I'm gonna boink him twice.
Yes.
Recklessly, of course.
Both hit. Roll the first damage, please. Don't roll them, yeah. That's way enough. He has 19 hit points, so that's enough. So you destroy this one.
I wanna attack the one above me.
Yes.
And that goes...
So that is 20 damage. Very nice. It does look like this one that you just killed and the one that Fletcher is fighting are a little bit stronger because I randomly rolled for their hit points. So it looks like this one actually has the least hit points out of the 4 of them. So this one looks really wounded from 20 points of damage.
Great.
Any bonus action? Anything else?
Nope.
You killed something and you have Grave of the Master, right?
Yep.
So you get a bonus action attack.
Oh.
Welcome to feats and how do they work?
Great.
It's okay,
I'm
it's
gonna
okay,
attack
it's okay.
again.
I feel this to my core.
Yeah, that hits. Like I said, he has 9 hit points, so I'm pretty sure you do the thing, right?
Yep.
Like 3 times over, yeah.
Alright, he's also dead. Would you like to move anywhere?
Yes. Can I now use the teleport I have from a rage as a bonus action, or not really now?
No, because you used the bonus action to make that extra attack.
Yep. So I'm just gonna move here.
Alright. Blossom.
Can I see it? What's happening in like straight vision, or is it still above me?
No, you went 60 feet up, and that's how far you were
Okay.
down, so it's at eye level.
Gotcha. Hello.
Hello.
I'd like to smack.
Sure. Get him. Yep. For a moment, I was like, how funny would it be if you whipped him and then sort of just threw him into the... Anyway. Alright, for 14... He has 14 hit points!
Hey! And this was 15 feet, so I can go over here. And smack again.
Yep.
And
11 is not gonna cut it. Sorry.
still smack.
Alright. Nola.
Yeah, I'm just going to go up to Flare and heal her again. Because we just got into the Undermountain and we're already hard. So I'm just gonna do something useful and I'm gonna upcast it to the 2nd level.
Sure.
And I didn't roll like shit. Let's go.
Excellent.
And yep, I'm
Alright.
just in percussion take 2 steps back. Because I can.
Sure.
You're
Then
doing great, guys.
is this friend that is in between Flare and Fletcher. Did Flare Reckless on this turn? Yes, right?
Yep.
Alright, then he's gonna go for Flare. Here. 18.
Yep.
So you're gonna take 5 points of slashing damage, but I would like for you to make another Constitution saving throw. Alright, you are good. Fletcher.
Hammering down.
The DC is 10, by the way, so... Yeah, big hit.
That's 7
Alright.
for a punch. For another 7.
Alright. Very nice.
And that's it.
Alright. Then it's Jayce. Blossom, you just feel the hand crossbow land on your shoulder and be aimed just into the face of this dwarf, but using you sort of as a little stabilizer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just move my head a little so she has better view.
Sure. So it's a 22 to hit. For a total of 26 damage, which is exactly 26 hit points. So he goes, "You steal my kill, Blossom, I steal your kill," and she just perfectly kills this last skeleton. And then Jayce goes, "By the way, is this new?" And then gestures over to the wings on Blossom.
No.
I haven't seen this before. That's interesting.
However, today will be a test if I can do it more than once. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's still new.
Well, that went well.
So I guess we are walking down?
Elevator is destroyed.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
I guess we're
that's
walking
all.
down.
Well, now at least you can read the story.
Let's try to understand what is being told with these things in the wall.
So you want to try again to understand what's going on?
Sure.
Sure, make another... what did I say before? History or
History.
investigation? I think it's history, yeah.
Either way, it doesn't matter. The same for me, anyway.
Sure.
Still with advantage?
Yes, because you're communing with the mind, yes.
Ooh.
Now that you see more of them, as you start making your way down, I assume, everyone's sort of... Yeah. So, again, these carvings, beautiful, intricately made. And now that you're looking at them, it starts to click a little bit. The reason you got confused in the first place is because they seem to be going backwards. So it seems like the first mural you looked at is like them establishing what they call Malairbode, which is the name of this mine of the clan Malarkin before it became the Undermountain. And you see them making Malairbode. And then the next frame is them finding a mountain. And then the next frame is them, it looks like it's a backwards history of these peoples, right? So now it starts making sense, where you're sort of like, oh, I was looking at the final thing of like their story of making this mountain. Even to the point of like different dwarven clans and splitting off together. And when you start getting back toward where Fletcher had initially sort of jumped off and started running up, you start going into like the dwarven creation myth of them being forged deep underground and making their way out, right? So the whole history of the peoples that lived here. But you would have to walk this final 40 feet down that you hadn't gone down yet. Are we doing that in any specific order? Because you're going to get down into the mines once you are down, so I would like to know sort of where everyone's walking in this.
Flair would still want to go first.
Nola would still be close to Blossom, just in case.
I'll take the back.
I go after Flair. In the meantime, I would also
Sure.
use healing hands on Flair.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Nice.
thank you.
All right. So descending into the dark, almost lower place of this spiral, Flair, as you are walking in front, suddenly underneath you the floor opens. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
No one was checking for traps, but there are definitely traps. Alright. So, a trap opens underneath you, and you fall into this trap. It looks like that there are spikes at the bottom. So what does it say here? 1d6 damage from falling. And then the spikes make attack rolls. I don't know. Let's see. So you're gonna take 3 damage from falling, and then it is both of the spikes are gonna hit. For an additional, like, this is, are you landing on the spikes or in between the spikes, for a total of 7 damage. Then I need everyone else that is not in the pit to also make a dexterity saving throw, as from little holes in the bottom of the wall, oil spills out over the ramp.
Nice. Nice.
Alright. Fletcher and Jayce, being in the back, are sort of duck backwards quickly enough, but Blossom and Nola also start sliding into the pit, across the thing, and then downward into it. So first,
I tried to grasp the Blossom. Blossom also rose down.
yes. So first, what else does it say? Oh yes, okay, so you're sliding into the pit. It's like the dex saving throw. I was checking if there's like a second dex saving throw or not, but yeah, you're sliding into the pit. So Blossom is taking 5 falling damage, which Flare is also taking, because you land on Flare. And then the spikes, one of the spikes is also going to impale Blossom.
None of those hit.
Which is no, it's +6, so it's a 22.
Oh, okay.
But Flare doesn't also take the spike damage again. So Flare would only take the 5 fall damage from Blossom falling on top of her, and then Blossom lands on a spike that Flare is already on. So Blossom taking 8 damage from that.
I'm so sorry.
And then Nola sliding in takes 4 damage, but then both Blossom and Flare also take 4 damage. I would say with 2 people already on these spikes, Nola is not on the spikes because this
But I still take the damage.
And then you see a similar crack in the bottom of this pit
No.
with a very similar
No,
skeleton
no.
pulling his way out. I need you to roll initiative again.
I'm gonna
For
kill
fuck's
myself
sake.
in a second. What the fuck?
Welcome to
You're
level
still in the
5.
initiative.
Can someone who always rolls bad? Martina, can you roll a d4, please?
Watch me roll a 4.
So there are 3 skeletons.
Oh.
Shit.
Hey, there's also 3 of you.
Yes.
And I
How
got
nice.
18 HP! Yay!
No.
And they're in the pit
How
with
much?
you.
18.
Let's see.
Oh god, okay.
Oh no. Oh no, no.
Fletcher and Jayce see this happening, right? I will say it is. It says any creature standing above it, so I would say 15 feet ahead of you is where this pit is, but it's slippery grease. So unless you have like a way of getting across, or slippery oil, right? It's gonna be quite difficult. Like you would need to succeed on like an athletics or acrobatics check to successfully navigate closer to the edge, or risk slipping in and falling in.
I will make that acrobatics check to get close.
Sure. So make an acrobatics check. Alright, the DC is higher than 15. Do you want to use a hero dice?
Honestly, you can take mine.
Yes.
Well, I have a thing to reduce the fall damage. That's not the problem, but I have 3.
Well, I
of
mean,
them,
if you
it's
reduce
okay.
the fall damage, then your allies underneath you also don't take the fall damage, you know, so...
Don't they?
No, because
Or-
it's the
okay.
damage that you're dealing by landing on them, but if you land softly, then they're not taking that damage either.
Oh, then I would like the dice back, and I will do that.
Sure. Do you need to roll a dice to see by how much you'd reduce the damage?
5 times my monk level, so that would be minus 20.
Nice, you're not taking... Yeah, it's a d6, so...
So I slip, but I make it graceful. Like,
Sure.
well,
You just sort of one hand, like one claw in the wall, just cool sliding down this slick oil and just sort of landing on the side, no prob.
Can I still punch something?
Yeah. This is just movement.
Sure. Then, how deep is? Can I move like this?
You could be in melee with any of them because this is a very crammed little pit.
Okay, so no line.
No.
Okay, good. Then I will punch.
If you do a line, all your allies gonna get hit as well.
Yeah, let's don't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Barbarian. I never seen the Barbarian this week.
Sure. That hits. That also hits. That does not hit.
Okay, so that would be 17.
Assuming it's been longer than a minute.
No, let's say because I'm nice that it's still within the minute.
Right.
So 17 damage, and I have an ally next to me, so I'll put sneak attack on it.
Yep.
So
Nice.
2 more.
Sneak attack, damn. Alright.
Oh my god, I still have rage! Yay!
Yeah, if it's within the minute... Well, no, because rage would mean you would have to take damage or deal damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your rage lasts for 1 minute. It ends early if you are knocked unconscious or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked the hostile creature.
That one.
Yeah.
Your turn ends and you haven't
Yep.
attacked the hostile creature. Alright, then it's Jayce. And Jayce's gonna go, fuck, we should have fucking checked for traps. But you see her sort of start free running across the side of the wall. And I don't have to roll a check for this because she has an ability that allows her to do this. The same ability that allowed her to quickly fucking climb this rope. So she's just standing on the side of the wall and is gonna lower her crossbow down into the pit and start firing.
You know how hard it is to run a Curse Strahd campaign and keep this knowledge out of my brain while playing what?
With a bonus action, she's gonna shoot as well, but missing with a bonus action. So that is on the one next to Fletcher, obviously, because then she gets sneak attack. Thank you. Thank you. Right there. So that is 21 damage. And she's just standing there. She is fully standing still on the side of the wall with her 2 feet sort of against it, one knee sort of down, hunkered, getting ready to fire again, as if gravity does not affect her. Then it is this friend. Like I said, he's in melee. You're all in melee with all of them, right? This is a pit where you're all stuck. The only person that's not in the pit is Jayce. But it specifically says they're gonna make an athletics check to try and impale you on a spike. The only person that's not currently already impaled on spike is Nola. So he's gonna make a contested athletics check with Nola. Nola can choose to roll acrobatics, where this dwarf skeleton is gonna try and grab you and just punt you onto one of the spikes in the floor.
Nola will choose to pray, and will choose acrobatics.
It is not with advantage, so it is an 18. So you need to be an 18 on your acrobatics.
Meaning I have to roll an 18 on a die. Do we know how rare of an event that is? Very.
Do you want to use a hero dice?
Hero dice.
You know
yes,
what number
I will
you
use
need
my
to
hero
beat,
dice.
right? So...
Yep.
$18, very nice. So you do not get impaled on the spike. It's your turn immediately after.
That was very rude of him. I do not appreciate it. And I believe at this point I'll try to stab him with my new dagger. And we'll see if I set it up correctly because I have no clue. Boom. I think I did.
16 does hit.
Yay, it works.
Nice, he has 7 hit points. I'm very sad. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
I was like, ooh, it might be an... Oh, well, alright. Nice, though. That's cool. Anything else?
That's it.
Alright,
No.
Claire. This one has 1 hit point. The other 2, unhurt.
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna rage because I'm kind of fucked right now. Anyway, wild search. Anyway,
Teleport
oh my god,
again.
I can teleport. Yeah, I'm gonna teleport myself out of the spike.
Of the spike.
Wait,
it's
you
still
want
in
to?
the pit.
Maybe you want to attack first.
I don't want to be impaled on a spike first.
With Blossom on top, right? So
Yeah, that's kind
Claire
of...
uses a bonus action, and Blossom, suddenly underneath you, heat just starts emerging, and then you sort of get impaled further on the spike as you were laying on top of Flare. And Flare, where do you want to go?
Basically next to any one of the enemies
Sure,
right
you would
now,
still be in the
just
pit.
boink.
Yep.
And I'm gonna boink twice. Let's say first the guy with 1 HP, and I'm gonna not do it recklessly, so I'm just gonna have a normal attack. Because I like my living. And that's 12.
I believe from earlier turns you would know that a 12 misses. Yes, Fletcher rolled a 12 as well. So do you want to use a hero dice on that one?
Yes, I
Alright.
would love to. Anyways, that's a hero dice. And
Yep.
that's a d6.
Remember to use them, guys. It keeps being me who suggests using them. I mean, I don't want you guys to die, but I assume you don't want you guys to die, you know? Yeah, that hits. It's 18, yeah.
Yep.
I assume you're not attacking the one that has 1 hit point left, right?
Not anymore. That was
Alright.
a plan of first.
Because then you should not reckless, or you should not use Grab Up Master if he has 1 hit point. That is 20 damage. Very nice. I'm doing it of the southernmost one. Just so you know.
And if he's still standing, he's getting the second boink.
Yes.
Fuck. Anyways.
13 hits.
Hey.
Okay.
That's why on a 12 I was like, you want to use a hero dice, Misty?
Anyways.
Found the
Nice,
magic
he had
number.
9 hit points left and is dead.
Yippee.
You might want to start asking, like, do I need to Great Weapon Master if they're low on hit points, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Very cool. You killed something. Oh, you bonus action teleported. Never mind, you don't get to, you don't get to bonus action attack. Sorry. Alright, Blossom.
I'd like to get 5 feet above them, so because my whip has a 5 feet reach. So
Yes.
that still counts as melee. That's nice. And I would first try the one with the 1 hit point.
Sure, I mean, you're all in melee with them, so you're within
Mhm.
5 feet of them anyway.
Anyways.
So the
Try
first
again.
attack, you don't quite feel, yeah. Anyway, nice, that hits. He's dead. Because he had 1 hit point.
Mhm.
Alright, bonus action?
No.
Alright. Then it's this one friend who's still here. I'm gonna make an intelligence check. Is gonna try and do the thing to Nola again. Because he's looking at these two strong people and then he's going like, this little wizard, elf girl, her. You need to beat a 10 on an acrobatics check.
That gives me hope.
50% chance.
That hope was taken away.
Oh no.
Thank you
Alright.
for that.
No, I'm just gonna take the impalement and
Yep.
cannot use all my hero dice right now.
So you watch as this dwarven skeleton just grabs Nola, heaves her overhead, and then slams her into a spike in this pit, which deals a lot of damage. Not a lot of damage. 8 damage total.
Love that. I mean, I don't, but
Yep. Fletcher, this one is unhurt.
Yeah, still, let's try to hit it. Let's smackety smack.
Yes.
25, yeah, that does it. With sneak attack.
Yep.
That's
Sneak
some
attack
solid
thingy.
damage.
Nice. So that is 12, 17. Very nice.
And then the double punch.
7.
And that one misses.
Alright.
Okay. But still, he knew the intention.
Sure. Then Jayce is going to steady aim bonus action, so give herself advantage. 13 hits. For a total of, what is this, 21 damage. She had 12 hit points left, so that is enough. Alright.
Kill steal.
She shouts kill steal. Anyway, you're still in this pit.
Wow,
Jayce-
you guys should really check for traps.
Jayce walks to the other side where there's no
you-
oil and then starts lowering down a rope.
can someone get me over the spike, please?
I'll like try to pull Nola up.
Yeah. Oh no! No. Why? This was so brutal and so unnecessary.
Yeah, it lowers down a rope, and because of the rope you have advantage, and because this is not the oily side, you also don't have like any penalties as well, so it's easy enough for everyone to get across this way. Especially Flare, on that last turn, sort of Flare's turn in an initiative could just teleport up to the edge, right? So, and then your rage ends, so.
I'm gonna do that, because that's cool.
Yeah. Well, that went well.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Blair.
May
You
I
need a little
suggest a
rest.
short rest?
Fletcher, I'm gonna don't, please. I hate dwarven skeletons from now on. I don't know if you noticed.
Also, Blossom, could you make another insight check?
Yes, I can. Come on, insight.
Nice. So you, in that first fight, you could already sort of see, but hard to interpret, these sort of like spectral figures of the dwarven shape around this skeleton, right? Of the original dwarven person that the skeleton belonged to. But now being up close with a bunch of them and like in this pit, they have a face of anger, despair, like they and you make from that on a 15 insight, because first you didn't really know what to make of that. You make from that on a 15 insight like they are being dishonored, like their memory is being dishonored because they are for some reason animating as skeletons, like they're angry at whoever is doing this to them and forcing them to like animating their corpses without their permission, let's say that. And yeah, you can see these are also all made of this blue stone and bone combination, these skeletons. Anyway, where do you want to have a short rest?
Before we do a short rest, I will cast Aid, which also increases your hit point maximum by 5 and gives you 5 temporary hit.
Sure. Who do you cast this on?
I will do it on, let's say, Claire, Nola, and looking between Jayce and Fletcher. I don't.
Jayce would probably gesture to Fletcher because she is a ranged person and Fletcher could do more melee, so probably Fletcher.
Yeah, then Claire, Nola, and Fletcher.
Yeah. So your hit point maximum is increased by 5 and you gain 5 hit points. Alright, so do you have a short rest at the bottom of this shaft?
Maybe find somewhere else far away from this rip.
Like further
But
in
check
the
for
mine?
traps. Well, going back doesn't make much sense in all the oil.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, so we have to go farther back. Farther in.
Alright, so going further down and descending further, you come upon more... How do I explain this? Like more dwarven-y tunnels, right? More sort of... Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up, but with like a little bit of flavor text. You come upon... Where are my descriptions? They're, so far down. Oh, this one, right. Yeah, this one specifically says, the ramp's mural shows a dwarven creation myth where Moradin, the Allfather, crafts them within the Soul Forge. The many challenges they faced traveling from the planet's heart to the surface are depicted as it winds upwards. And you can see, buried within the art, a complex web of branching lines forming a map, and because you are communing with the mine, Blossom can sort of see this map sprawl out in front of her. You would still not really know where to specifically go on this map, as it's not labeled like, vampires be here and like blue lichen grow here, but you can see this is a maze. So it's good that you now can sort of see this map and maybe quickly like sketch something down. So at least you're not gonna get lost once you're inside. You still don't, like I said, you still don't know where to go, but you have like an idea of like, oh, there's maybe a larger sort of town area in the middle where you could go. You can see some branches off to the side where it looks like they were maybe like cultivating some plant perhaps. And in that moment, as you're all sort of standing there and planning to take a rest, you do feel this, what Durnan described, this small like gravel falls down from the ceiling for a moment, and you hear like a loud thud of something crashing coming from deep within the mine.
I don't like this.
And that's where we're gonna end the episode. So next time we'll see what this all has in store. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and don't forget to roll for frog.
Ribbit.